everyone. So the almost end of the video, like I said, I decided to go shopping, and I got some books just to like give me a present to myself this Christmas. I also have a couple of books to show you that people had sent me. I am just so grateful for that, but well, until I get there, and let's begin. First book is going to be A Room with a View. I have never read this book, but I have heard great things about it. I'm really excited to read it. I got it from Book Depository, and I do love Book Depository. It is an amazing place to get books. More specifically, if you like different editions of books and you don't get them at Amazon, you can go to Book Depository, and they have a great collection of covers there. So yeah, A Room with a View. Next up, and I've been in the hunt for this book for the longest time. People say that it's really scary, and I wanted to read it, and it is The Silent Companions. And I do know that Amazon has a great version of it, not version but edition of it, but I wanted it with this specific cover just because it has a hardcover, and also isn't it amazing? I love it. Like, you can see the eye of the woman and then nothing. Yeah, it's beautiful. I do love the gold enhancements. They say that it's really scary, and I wanted to read it for winter. I know people say that, oh yeah, okay, yeah, so like scary things for winter, yeah, for Christmas, that's basically what you need to do. And yes, it is. You can read scary stories in Christmas, and it's kind of cozy. I don't know if it's just me, but I love doing it. Next up is a middle grade, which is The Midnight Hour, and I must say that I'm completely in love with the cover. These details, the green and red details, they are like in foiled, and I love it. I love the cover. I do really love reading middle grades. I mean, not judgment, Harry Potter is a middle grade, so yeah. The Midnight Hour, Isabel Allende's The House of Spirits. I have never read the book, but I have seen the movie, so I just wanted to compare if the movie was as good or vice versa, the book was as good as the movie, and I decided to get it. The House of Spirits brings to life the triumphs and tragedies of 3 generations of the Trueba family. The patriarch, Esteban, is a volatile, proud man whose voracious pursuit of political power is tempered only by his love for his delicate wife, Clara, a woman with a mystical connection to the spirit world. So I have seen the movie again, and I loved it, and I cried a lot. And I love the cover as well, the details that it has. I must say that I'm really excited about all of the books that I got. So if I tell you I'm really excited after every book, I'm so sorry. It's just that I really am. Dowry of Blood, and this one is more for Halloween or kind of fall, autumn. But I wanted to get it just because it was really inexpensive, and I wanted to get it right now, that way I'm ready for next Halloween, next fall season. And as you know, I am a fall and winter lover, so I'm always thinking about fall. A lyrical and dreamy reimagining of Dracula's Bride, A Dowry of Blood, is a story of desire, obsession, and emancipation. Oh, I love that. I love it. I cannot wait to read it. But again, I do read books depending on the season and how I'm feeling on that season, so this book would have to wait. I don't know, maybe I don't know, maybe I read it before, because I love Dracula. One of my favorite classics is Dracula and everything related to Dracula. I even have Dracul, which is a whole different book, and I love everything about it. So I don't know, maybe I read it before. The Winterhouse Mysteries, and after I got this, I realized that it has 2 more books that I need to get before I read this one. So I don't know about reading this one and then getting the other ones, or just waiting everything out until I get the other 2 books. But I was really excited to get it. This one was a true cover buy. Like I said, I'm an illustrator, so I fall in love with covers really easily. But yes, I do love this. This is a middle grade also, and it has a little bit of mystery in it. So I'm excited to read this, but I haven't decided when I'm going to read it. If you guys know or have read this book already and think that you don't need to get the other 2 to read them separately, please let me know in the comments. I would really appreciate it. Another middle grade, Snow and Rose. I have heard a lot of good things about this book. People say that it's a really middle grade book, so I was excited to get it. It says, Snow and Rose didn't know they were living in a fairy tale. People never do. That is so beautiful. I love books like this. First of all, the cover is magnificent. The whole book actually is magnificent. I have looked over all of the illustrations that the book has, and I must say that they are completely lovely. Look at that. Look at that. I hope that the camera is focusing. Look at that. I love it. I will read it maybe this December or January. I'm not completely sure. I want to wait for a day that is completely gray, like a very, very sad day for everyone else, but it's happy for me because I love gray days. But Wolf, and I do love books that have this aesthetic. Like the whole winter, Wolf is my favorite animal as well. I love all of this. Like, this is a perfect book, and I think it has a very similar aesthetic as this one. For as long as 16-year-old Adele can remember, the village of Oakville has been surrounded by the dark wood, a forest filled with terrible monsters. A forest that light cannot penetrate. Like her fellow villagers, she knows to steer clear of the woods unless absolutely necessary. This is very similar to, I don't know if the name of the movie is right, but it's called The Villagers or something like that. That there are a lot of monsters, and at the end it's just like the old people of the village. They're the ones who wear those costumes and they're scared everyone. This book has that specific vibe. Last one of the book haul, it will be Beasts and Beauty, Dangerous Tales. On my understanding, this is a book of different tales, but they're supposed to be like the green fairy tales but with a twist, and I'm really excited to read it. 12 tales, 12 dangerous tales of mystery, magic, and rebellious hearts. Each twist like a spindle to reveal truths full of warning and triumph. Truths that free hearts long kept tame. Truths that explore life and death. A prince has a surprise awakening, a beauty fights like a beast, a boy refuses to become prey, a path to happiness is lost, then found again. This is a beautiful book. I love that. I cannot wait to read it. Before ending my video, I wanted to show the books that I have received because some people have sent it to me. I loved, this is part of the Children Classics editions. It is a beautiful book. If you don't have a book like this one, you should get it as soon as possible. The pages are so beautiful. This book is Menksville Park by Jane Austen, and it was sent to me by Taylor. Taylor, thank you so much. I don't usually receive gifts from people that don't actually know me, and I think it is too soon for someone to be sending me something, so I'm really grateful. I think that a book is the best present that you can give to someone because it's a story. It is another reality that you're giving another person the opportunity to read. Thank you. I would continue to give recommendations. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. It is an amazing book. One of my favorite authors is Jane Austen, and I will keep your name in the front of this book so that I can remember that you gave it to me every single time that I read this book or that I look at it. So thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you so much. Here's another book that I received. Thank you so much. I think that you guys saw my wish list, and because I had this book on my wish list for a very long time. It says Merry Christmas from Darline. Thank you so much. Again, I will keep this in front of my book. I will remember always. It is the same edition of the Menksville Park. This one is the Tenon Wildfell Haul by Anne Bronte. If you haven't read this book, it is such an amazing book. Again, you do not need to send me anything. I don't do this for money. I don't do this for items, for anything. I just like talking about books, even though sometimes I cannot find the words. Thank you so much, so much. Also, thank you so much. I do not know, I don't know exactly who you are, but I will remember your name. Yes, just like you said, Carla. I've been hunting this book down for the longest time. I do love this edition. I do not have a lot of books, like Harry Potter books. I have read them, but I don't have any physical books with me, and this edition is amazing. I don't want to talk too much about the author, but this edition is amazing. I love the colors, all of the items that has inside. So thank you so much. You cannot imagine how great of a present this is. I basically got the first book of this edition like a month ago. I bought it at Costco. It was extremely expensive. So thank you so much. Thank you so much. I will open it. I haven't opened it yet. I will open it and I will put this inside. That way I can remember that it was you who sent it to me, although I will always remember. Okay guys, that was everything. Thank you so much for the things that you have sent me. I'm not accustomed to this. See you in the next one.